Welcome. In this lecture of wildlife conservation, we would talk about some of the major conservation projects that have been earmarked. The most important thing is this is indeed a theoretical topic, but a really important and scoring topic. So throughout this lecture, our idea would be to devise certain ways to help you remember the concepts better and dive into the concepts deeper so that you understand the intricacies of each of those. So there are 5 major projects that we would be primarily focusing on, but overall there are 10 major conservation effort projects in India that our idea would be in this lecture. Now, what is wildlife to begin with? Whatever lives in wild is wildlife. It could be flora, it could be fauna. That means it could be plants or animals living in wild. When I say living in wild, it implies that they cannot be domesticated. So any organism, any plant or animal species which is not domesticated would fall under the category of wildlife which cannot be domesticated, right? Now, this wildlife has been tremendously affected by the process of urbanization, industrialization, increasing pollution, higher number of population pressure, and more demand for food. That means hunting of these animals, poaching of these animals have been some of the causes which have led to extinction or decline in the number of species. Now, since there has been a severe decline in significant species, there is a body which is known as IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature, which comes with the guidelines of understanding and bringing out the species which are under the category of vulnerable, under the category of endangered, under the category of extinct in wild, and so on and so forth, right? In India, the first effort for wildlife conservation started back in 1930, and this was in Jim Corbett National Park. So with the establishment of Jim Corbett National Park, this idea developed. In this lecture, we would focus on 10 important conservation projects, starting with Project Tiger. Now we have Cheetah project as well, so we would discuss that as well. Project Elephant, Hangul, which is the Kashmir stag, Snow leopard, which is known as the mystical apex organism, right? Then we have one-horned rhinoceros from Assam, the dolphin the Ganga dolphins basically, and these are really interesting creatures because they are actually blind, but they can detect through the ultrasonic waves. Then we have Project Crocodile, 3 important species: mugger, saltwater, and ghadial, which we would be focusing on. Project Sea Turtle, and then the conservation, and then the conservation of vulture. So these are the 10 important projects that we would discuss as we proceed. So let's begin with the very first project, which is Project Tiger. Now, so far, as per 2023, we have 55 tiger reserves in India. The recent one in 2023 was declared in the region of Dholpur Karoli in Rajasthan, and this was the 5th tiger reserve being established in the state of Rajasthan. So it's really important. Now, this project started back in 1973. The idea was laid down by the recommendations under the then Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and this project initially was only for 9 tiger reserves. Later on, the number increased to 55 in 2023, as we can see. Overall, 2.2% of the geographical area is covered under the Project Tiger. Since tiger and cheetah come on the apex of the food chain, their importance is supreme. Very, very important, because if there are no tigers, there would be higher number of deer in the ecosystem. Higher number of deer means a very huge scarcity for the grasses. As simple as that. Now, as we mentioned, the first national park was Jim Corbett National Park, and this came under Project Tiger. Again, tiger is also important because it is the national animal of India, and it is one of the intrinsic part of the culture of India. India celebrates the Tiger Day on 29th of July. Another important thing that you must remember, And which is the largest tiger reserve in India? So Nagarjun Srisaselam is the largest tiger reserve in India. There have been various approaches for improving the tiger reserves. NTCA gives the guideline. NTCA is what? The National Tiger Conservation Authority. Now this contributes to various projects at national level, and then through the administrative bodies the ideas are percolated at the state level. The population through the Project Tiger has significantly improved. So in 2006, if we look onto figures, there were only 1411 tigers. In 2016, we have seen that the number has increased to 3981, which is a significant number. But again, we need to maintain a prey base for the tiger. Since on an average a tiger consumes 50 to 60 deer annually, it's really important that we have a significant proportion of deer. Even some of the deers are left into the sanctuaries because the tiger needs to get them as prey, and only if a tiger hunts, then the tiger would consume the deer. And this is again an interesting phenomena, because that means we need to have a higher density for the deer or the cheetal in the sanctuary or the national park, right? Now IUCN carried out independent assessments for the tiger reserves, and this assessment included 45 different parameters which were included, which are being designed by the World Commission on Protected Areas. Now, here is the complete list of the major tiger reserves in India, and among these, as we said, the recent additions are Ratapani Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, Sunbeda in Odisha, and Guru Ghasidas in Chhattisgarh. Now, what is the reason for success of Project Tiger in India? In 1970s, we witnessed that the population of tiger was declining significantly. When government put in efforts, there were national parks being established, a protected area was there. That means the hunting, the poaching activities of the tiger was restricted. Also, human interference was restricted. Each of these areas have a core zone and the buffer zone. Buffer zone is where human activities are allowed. Core zone is where no human activities are allowed. And this project is actually beneficial because, or turned out successful because of this reason. The next is, what are the issues or the challenges we had with this project? The first important challenge was that many of the individuals were selling parts of tiger, the bones, etc., to the international market and were earning ransom money. But this project actually made the laws more stringent, more strict, and these kind of poaching and hunting activities were restricted. Also, government officials are now having defined territories, building sanctuaries, building the biosphere reserve areas. With the Forest Right Acts being passed, they are now facing difficulty with the same issue. One very important development in Project Tiger is M-Stripes. M-Stripes is nothing but it is monitoring system for tigers, intensive protection and ecological status. So I'll write here, it is monitoring, M for monitoring, status for tigers. Now, intensive protection and ecological status, right? So IPES, ecological status. Now this is the idea. Now this M-Stripes is a software based monitoring system which was launched in across all the tiger reserves of India, and NTCA actually started this in 2010. Now with